This is TaskSpoon, the series where I aim to complete the collection log by doing one randomly generated task at a time. After completing the medium tier, I'm ready to attempt some of the longest and hardest challenges yet as I move on to the hard tier. Welcome to Season 3 of TaskSpoon. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 87 of the TaskSpoon series. In the last video, we got a Zulrah unique in the Magic Fang and attached it to this very trident right here. We did a few diaries, and we ended by getting 750 more laps of the Apatol Agility course. And we ended by rolling a task to get a unique from Dagannoth Kings, which is why I'm wearing this hilarious looking outfit. And I wanted to talk about that real quick. Last time we had a Dagannoth Kings task, we managed to get a Warrior Ring on 61 KC. And again, I think I'm going to be killing just Rex. I do have the option to kill any of the DKs that I want, which lets me target which drops I want. And I think the two most useful drops for me currently at this stage of the account are going to be the Berserker Ring and the Dragon Axe, both of which can drop from Rex. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I thought about trying to either kill all three of them or perhaps just kill the two ranged DKs. But because I'm sort of targeting the drops that I want, killing just Rex is going to be fine. And it lets me use my new trident. So that'll be fun too. But with that being said, let's just get right into it. I'm going to go make my way over there right now. I am bringing blood spells to heal, and there is a combat task to kill Rex while he is immobilized. So I remember to bring some water runes so I can get that. And there's also a combat task to kill Rex while under attack of one of the other DKs. So at some point I might try that as well. Probably just freezing Rex out in the middle somewhere while I pray against the other DK that's hitting me. But yeah, I thought I had a Waterbirth Island teleport somewhere. Nice. Alright, I have made it to the DKs. I've got in the spot safely without dying even a single time. I definitely didn't die at all. And I'm going to freeze this guy, and then kill him, and then get a combat achievement. And then kill him, and then get a combat achievement. Hey, there we go. Since the last time I came here, I have acquired a Serpentine Helm, so I don't have to worry about getting poisoned. I have got a Magic Fang, so my Trident is better. And because I'm using both the Serpentine Helm and the Toxic Trident, I'm actually guaranteed to poison Rex on hit, and he's not immune to poison. Now, he is immune to venom, so it's not amazing, but now I get to poison him as well, which I guess will slightly speed up the kills, along with, you know, just having a higher max hit because of the new Trident. So, yeah, looking good, feeling good, and I forgot how long it takes for Rex to respawn. My recorder wasn't on! I got the thing! Let's go! I guess this is what I get for trying to edit and do DKs at the same time because I was not paying attention. But let's go, Berserker Ring! I'm actually, like, just a little bit disappointed. Obviously, the Berserker Ring is still really good, but I did just somewhat recently get this Ring of Suffering, and that's still, like, really good too. So I guess now I just choose between more offensive with the Berserker Ring or more defensive with the Prayer and the defensive bonuses from the Suffering. But yeah, a Dragon Axe would have been kind of cool too. I do a lot of woodcutting for, like, logs for construction or my own birdhouse runs and all that. And I did just get a Smoldering Stone, so having something to put that on would also be cool. But I can't complain. Berserker Ring is amazing. So yeah, cool. Let's go get a new task. I'm realizing now that I probably shouldn't have left the DK's room, considering there are so many more DK Uniques tasks on the hard tier. But let's complete that one, and let's see what we're doing next. Get the Bronze Fist Flag. Very boring, but okay, sure, let's do it. The Bronze Fist Flag is one of the many trouble brewing items that I'm going to have to get in this series, and it is the 3,000 pieces of 8 flag, which means that I'm going to need to AFK in many, many trouble brewing games, but that'll give me a good chance to do some editing, so I'm okay with it. And yeah, I'm just going to go and do it. Not really much to show here, though. So I'm going to be getting about 300 pieces of 8 an hour, meaning this is going to be about 10 hours of AFKing and trouble brewing. Plenty of time to go and edit and do other things, so I will let you know when I'm done. For anyone that doesn't know how trouble brewing works, you get your rewards based on your contribution, and the easiest way to max out your contribution is just to fill 100 buckets of water and put them in the hopper on the second floor. And you can do that in about 3 minutes. The games take 20 minutes, so you literally just sit there and AFK. But you can optionally do the minigame and make rum. And every rum your team makes, you get 2 extra pieces of 8. And usually, you might see someone try and make a rum or 2 here and there. But ultimately, it's really just not worth the effort. I don't know what kind of team I got right now, but they made 22 rum? I didn't even know this was possible. The highest I'd seen before this was like maybe 10. 10 would be a lot. I don't know what these guys have been doing, but they got me an extra 44 pieces of 8. So thanks, guys. Alright, I got my 3,000 pieces of 8. I went a little bit over. I was at 3 away. I was at 2,997 at the end of 2 games ago. And then that game, they made a bunch of rum for me, which was very nice of them. But we're at 3,000. Let me make sure I'm buying the correct flag. It is the bronze fist flag. 3,000 pieces of 8. Cool. I wish I had more to say about this, but it's a flag. It's trouble brewing. I'm going to put this flag in my house and forget about it forever. But we are done, and we can move on to something else. If you didn't know, you can actually store the flags and the trouble brewing naval sets in your magic wardrobe in your house, so they don't have to take up bank space, which is very nice for me, because I really don't care about them, and now I don't have to worry about them. I actually really didn't mind that task. It gave me some good time to do some editing and play some Diablo, so hopefully we get something a little bit more interesting. We can complete that task, and let's see what we're doing next. Get 1 unique from Dagannoth Kings. Alright, back to DKs. So now the question becomes, who do I want to kill for this Dagannoth Kings task? I still think the Dragon Axe is probably the most useful of the 5 uniques left for me. So if I wanted to just go and kill only Rex again with magic, that means I would essentially guarantee this task gets me a Dragon Axe, although it would probably take longer, because now I'm just going after 128 drop. So instead, I think I might try the Tribrid method, killing all 3 of them, and potentially getting any of the 5 uniques left. I don't know how my DPS is going to be Tribriding off task, but I might as well try it, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, this is what I'm going to go with. I have no idea if this is going to work. Something tells me that my DPS is going to be fairly low. I'm not bringing too many switches because I need room to bring the rest of my stuff. But I got the blowpipe, the trident, and the whip. Hopefully I can actually kill them in a reasonable amount of time, because tanking 2 at once kind of sucks. And I don't want to have to bother with prayer flicking between them. But we will see how it goes. First I gotta run down there. But yeah, this is what I got. Hopefully it works. Okay, found myself an empty world. Hopefully I remember how to do this. Okay, so far this is pretty good. The only problem is my range DPS is not great, so killing Prime has been a little bit slow. But other than that, it seems fine. And as long as I prayer flick correctly, then it's not really a problem. So yeah, this is fine. Yo, circle. I mean, that's not what I wanted, but we're done. Okay, sure. The circle isn't entirely useless for me. Like I mentioned before, there is an elite clue step that I can now do. You need a circle, a combat bracelet, and a helm of Nada's knot. So I can actually do that now, which is nice. But other than that, it is entirely useless. I'm never going to use it as a weapon, so it would have been a lot cooler to get one of the rings, or the Dragon Axe, or even the Mud Battle Staff. But we're done! Cool! Let's go get a new task. This time, I'm remembering to not leave the Dagannoth Kings area just in case I do get the back-to-back. Like I mentioned before, there are quite a few DK Uniques tasks on the hard tier. I think maybe all but one, maybe all of them. I'm not even sure. So I'm going to complete that task and maybe honestly hope for the back-to-back. Get a Colossal Blade. Okay, sure. Well, that's not a back-to-back DK's task, but that is actually going to be kind of useful. The Colossal Blade is 5,000 Giants Foundry points, which is going to take a while to get, which will let me get a few smithing levels, which is going to be very useful going forward. I mentioned in the last episode, I think, maybe it was 2 episodes ago, that I wanted to be able to make rune darts, which would make my blowpipe a lot more effective. So any smithing levels closer to that is good. And I'm definitely not stalling because I don't have a teleport and my home teleport's on cooldown. Oh, minigame teleport. Never mind. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually really close to 85 smithing, so I'm just going to make some steel bars that I was going to make anyway to make some cannonballs, and I might have to make some adamant bars as well and try to get to that 85. That way I can use rune items at Giants Foundry, which should increase both the XP per hour and the points per hour. So, and I have a bunch of rune just from Slayer stuff, so I'm going to do that first. This should only take me like 20 minutes. Alright, made some steel bars, made some cannonballs, made some adamant bars. 85 smithing, we can now smelt rune. That's actually a really cool milestone for the account, so yeah, pretty happy with that. I might go to Blast Furnace and make a few rune bars and maybe use them for Giants Foundry, although that seems like kind of a waste, so I probably won't do that. But yeah, still very cool. One step closer to being able to make our own rune darts. So, yeah. I really don't know where I got all this runite ore, but I do have 187 in the bank along with 144 rune bars. So that's like 3,000 rune darts right there. So that's pretty cool. And I have a bunch of other rune things to use for Giants Foundry, along with some adamant stuff as well. So yeah, we're kind of set. I will need to probably end up buying some more Steel Warhammers and Mythical Claws. As you can see, I really don't have many of those left. But I think I'm just going to go start, and we'll see where it gets us. Okay, I bought a few more things, and I reorganized the bank. This is what we are working with. I'll just start working my way through the rune and adamant into the mithril and steel, see how far it gets us. As far as renown goes, I believe we are at 24. So we need 5,976, or 4,976 rather. I don't know if I'm going to bother buying any more of these molds. I need to look into what are the good ones. If there are any good ones left, I'll probably buy them. But yeah, let's do it. I gotta say, this is the first time I've done Giants Foundry with adamant and rune alloy, and boy is it good. For both XP per hour and points per hour, and money, like look at these. This is great. Now, obviously, the money is worse than if I were to just alch the items that I'm using to make the swords, but I've never actually really done Giants Foundry like this. When I was training smithing on my main, Giants Foundry wasn't a thing, so it's kind of cool to be able to convert Slayer drops into smithing experience. I don't know. I'm going to use this time to do all of the YouTuber things that I need to do in the video, but like really quickly. So go and like the video, and then subscribe if you're not subscribed, and then leave a comment if you want to leave a comment, perhaps with a tile comment with a location, short message, and color, and I'll put it in game for you. And maybe join the clan chat if you want, because I haven't shouted that out in a while, and our clan is awesome. Also, maybe consider becoming a channel member with the join button down below. The lowest tier is only $2 a month, and it really helps me out. Okay, thanks. This is going to be the first and maybe only smithing level of this grind, but 86 smithing? Cool. I believe I am at, 2,700 rep. So yeah, only smithing level of the grind. I honestly thought I would take me longer and I would get more smithing experience, but this is going by pretty quickly, so I'm okay with it. Oh, we're done. I completely lost track of my points, and I went to go and check, and we are done. Perfect timing. Let's go. Colossal Blade. Cool. Not particularly useful for me, although I did just learn about the passive effect on this thing, and maybe if I'm gonna flinch something, it could be useful, but yeah, we're done. Nice. The Colossal Blade's passive effect increases the max hit against monsters that are large, So a 5x5 monster will increase your max hit by 10. So if I'm ever flinching something specifically that is a large enemy, I guess maybe I would use this. But other than that, it is going to sit in the bank for a long time. So that's great. Let's go get a new task. Okay, back on the spreadsheet, we can complete that task. And I just noticed we are a third of the way down the hard tier. Pretty cool. And let's see what we're doing next. There's no way, man. Another Dagannoth Kings unique? Okay. Well, by this point in the video, I guess we're pretty used to the Dagannoth Kings setup at this point. Last time when I was doing my tri-birding, I realized my range DPS was the problem. Killing Prime was always the slowest. So I'm bringing more range switches. Hopefully the increased accuracy should help. And yeah, pretty much the same thing. All of the items that I have left from DKs are going to be pretty useful for me, considering I got the Circle, the least useful one already. Dragon Axe would be great. Bond Battle Staff would be fine. Either of the 2 rings would be great. Just gonna go and do it. I think DKs would be so much more fun if there was a way to unlock a shortcut to actually get to them. Maybe with a Fremenic Diary, Fremenic Elite Diary perhaps. Kind of like KQ with the Desert Elite Diary. When you unlock the shortcut, it just gets way easier. Because the only reason I don't like doing DKs is just getting there. And anytime you die, having to go back and get your stuff. Not that I've ever died before ever, but, you know. Alright, here we go. You know the deal. It's actually going really well so far. Bringing extra range gear has made the prime kills a lot faster, which means that I'm more smoothly doing the rotation of just killing one king at a time. So I'm pretty happy with that, although this is another place that having rune darts would be really useful. As you can see, I'm just barely killing Prime before Rex is respawning, and even sometimes just after Rex respawns. So yeah, a little bit extra DPS would really help in that department. The other thing that I'm remembering to do is not kill the king right away in a situation like this, where I'm waiting for Prime to respawn, and I'm delaying my Supreme King as long as possible, so that when it actually dies, the respawn timer starts later, so that I have more time to do this part of the rotation. I don't know how relevant that actually is now, but it is something that I forgot to do before, and did mess me up a few times. Yo, my battle staff, we're done! Heck yeah! Again, probably the least useful thing that I could have gotten, but we'll take it! I actually didn't even really notice it on the ground. I guess these things aren't worth very much these days, and it just sort of looks like a stick. And the white text just, I don't know, looks very lackluster. But this is sort of useful. This is a combination water-earth staff, which combined with the Tome of Fire is kind of a useful combination of 3 infinite runes. So, yeah, cool. We're done. Let's go get a new task. Please, at this point, just give me another DK's task, because I'm literally standing right here, and I'll just go back in. Alrighty, back on the spreadsheet. Complete that task. And like I said, if I get another DK's task right now, I'm very happy because I don't have to run back here. If it gives me a different task and then another DK's task later, I'm going to be very sad. But let's see what we're doing. Complete the Karamja Hard Diary. Okay, yeah, sure, that's useful. I mentioned this when I did the Karamja Medium Diary, but the Karamja Diary was the only diary in the game before the patch that they took to actually make Old School RuneScape, and they added all the other diaries afterwards. So the Karamja Diary itself, all of the like skill requirements, all of the quest requirements, the rewards, everything about it aren't really in line with the other diaries. It's kind of weird. Some of them are like really hard, some of them are really easy, including like the number of tasks, where the easy diary is 10 tasks, but then the medium is 19 for some reason, and then it goes to 10, and then 5. I don't know. The Karamja Diary is just sort of weird, but the rewards are actually very useful. Specifically, the unlimited teleports to underground portion of Shiloh Village Gem Mine. This is very useful for Slayer. This is a infinite teleport close to Duradel, which is going to be very nice. 10k XP lamp. Again, for some reason, it's 5,000 XP less than regular medium diaries, but either way, the actual tasks left are all pretty easy. A lot of them are just running around and doing things, and then I gotta find someone to let me kill them in the fight pit, but other than that, this should be very quick, so let's go do it. I have found a willing sacrifice from the clan chat, so thank you, Jolteon, for making this a lot easier than trying to go and find someone. I don't even know if this is just dead content, right? Nobody does this anymore. Is there a fight pits world? I don't know. Either way, thank you. We are done that one nice and quick. And I get a cool red skull. 5 palm leaves have been collected, and of course by 5 I mean 1 palm leaf has been collected 5 times. And we make a umli wrap. We make a fire, we cook an umli wrap, we eat an umli wrap, there's another task done, and we just have 1 left to go, and I forget which shortcut it is. Probably that one. Alright, and we shoot one of these, go over here. That's the longest shortcut ever, but we're done! Okay, and we talk to somebody, is it you? Yeah! Thank you! Herblore XP. So, yeah, like I said, infinite teleports to the gem mine is great for getting tasks from Duradel, because he's, like, right over there. And we can actually use this part of the gem mine, which is actually very useful for Iron Men, because my red topaz supply is always low, and this is way better than having to hop worlds up top here and fight with all the bots that are usually here. So yeah, this is great. Good unlocks in terms of both the teleport and the resources. So yeah, awesome. Let's go get another task. Hopefully it's a short one and we can fit it in at the end of this video. Those are my favorite kinds of tasks. I'd already done like 90% of the requirements. Took me like 10 minutes. And I unlocked 2 very useful things from it. So, yeah, 1 more of those, please. Get 1 unique item from Mount Karum. Okay. So, with the Mount Karum uniques, there's a little bit to talk about here. There are a lot of items that all count as Mount Karum unique items, all dropped from various monsters in the Karum Slayer dungeon. A lot of them come from Hydra, which we cannot kill. But we can kill worms and drakes, the other 2 that drop the uniques. And the worms drop the dragon sword, dragon harpoon, and the knives and thrown axes. All at a 1 in 10,000 rate while off task, which I will not be on task. The drakes drop, again, the dragon thrown axes and dragon knives at the same rate. But the drake's tooth and the drake's claw have a 1 in 2,500 drop rate instead of 1 in 10,000. So I think I'm going to be killing drakes to start. I think I'll get more chances at the item killing drakes at a lower rate than worms at a higher rate. Obviously, I can kill the worms faster than the drakes, but the drakes' rewards are actually sort of better for me. The tooth and claw, I can use both of them to make the brimstone boots and the devout boots because I have holy sandals. So yeah, I think I'm going to try drakes. I've never killed drakes before, but I'm pretty sure you can negate all of their damage with Protect from Missiles and Anti-Fire Shield with an Anti-Fire Potion. So I'm going to try that, and we'll see how it goes, but this could take a while. Sadly, I don't have a Dragon Hunter crossbow nor a Dragon Hunter lance, which would obviously be great because they are considered draconic creatures. So I am going to be trying to use a magic. I have my Trident of the Swamp, which is great. I don't know what's actually going to be the fastest DPS between magic and range. I'm not going to use melee because I want to be able to be immune to all their damage because I am lazy. So I'm going to try magic. I might swap to range later to see how it goes. But yeah, this is it. Wish me luck. Okay, the Trident's kind of slapping here, which is nice. I don't know if it's really worth it considering I have to use runes and Zara scales to upkeep it, but I'm pretty happy with the DPS at least, so that's good. I'm just thinking if I do end up needing to kill 2,500 and whatever of these, and even if each one takes like 15 casts, that's like 40,000 scales or something. That doesn't seem worth it, to be honest, but we're just gonna roll with it, see what happens. The Mount Karum unique tasks are those kinds of tasks that I really hope to get done passively while doing Slayer tasks. Having to sit here off task with the worst drop rate, and just farm drakes is definitely not ideal. So anytime I get worms or drakes tasks from my slayer grinds, I have been trying to do them and will continue to do them going forward. Because, yeah, this could take a very long time, and it is definitely not the best use of either supplies or my time in general. Hopefully this doesn't take me like a week of killing drakes, but fortunately, other than the fact that you drain prayer potions, and currently I'm draining runes and Zulrah scales, it's very relaxed. I make sure I'm not in melee range, and then I cannot die, so it's not the worst, but it is definitely not the best. In case anyone was wondering, the Dragon Spear is a 1 in 464,213. So that's something. I'm going to put a screenshot of my loot tracker on screen right here. I've killed 85 drakes, and I've got 5 dragon maces, which apparently are a 1 in 85, and a 1 in 400,000 D spear. What is this log? Oh, I got 97 range. I didn't even notice. Nice. Yo! I just woke up. I'm so tired. Drake's Claw, let's go! That was kill number 210. That was like 10 times faster than the drop rate. Let's go, dude. Now, not that I'm going to be picky or anything, but I would have preferred the tooth. The devout boots are going to be a bit more useful for me than the boots of brimstone. But now, anytime I have to do something in here, I will have these, which they have a few offensive bonuses and better defensive bonus. So I can't complain about that. This is great. I'm so glad I got those early. It was just eating through prayer potions. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. We can get a new task and move on to next video. Okay, here we go. Back on the spreadsheet. We can complete the task. That went so much better than I could have asked for. So thank you, game. And let's see what we're doing next video. Complete the Karen and Kebo's hard diary. Okay, sure. There's actually a little bit to talk about when it comes to the Zaya hard diary, including a quest that I get to go and do, which is going to be nice. But for now, this is going to have to be it. So thank you guys for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and maybe leave a comment, because those are the 3 things that help me out the most. So thank you. For now, though, that's going to be it from me. I will see you guys in the next video. And a big thank you to all of my channel members, but especially big shout out to Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, and Luxitaire for the Tier 3 Big Spoon channel memberships. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you.